Alright, so we are currently in the middle of the fall semester, and students all over the place are dealing with the same problems. They're struggling with a lot of schoolwork, they're struggling with a lot of real work, they're struggling with extracurriculars. But the thing students are struggling the most with is making friends. Colleges pull people from all over the state, all over the country, and really nice colleges pull people from all over the world. It's more than likely that you don't know your fellow classmate. And if you moved for college like me, you probably don't know a lot of people at all. But don't worry, it's not too hard to make friends after a move. You just gotta consider 3 things: why you need friends, where to find friends, and how to not over-rely on a significant other. Starting with why we need friends, I'd like to pull a quote from Why People Make Friends and sort of paraphrase it. Friends are defined as a long-term relationship of mutual affection and support. They've been doing it for all of history and all across the world. Cave people were needing physical support to survive and affection to make their lives a little nicer. Nowadays, though, we're looking for something a little bit more specific. This study, pulled from the same source, shows what people are looking for. It's mostly desirable traits, socializing, support, career, mating. As you can see, the most popular ones are desirable traits, socializing, support. You know, people want somebody who's funny, who's nice, they want to talk to somebody, they want to feel good when times are hard. They might even want to excel in their career. But it's important to know what you're looking for before you go out, because there's a lot of different types of friends out there, and you want to find something that'll last in these isolating times. Next up is where to find friends. I'd like to paraphrase another quote from How to Make Friends, which says you should develop a routine in a physical place as much as you can, preferably one where you're supposed to stay there a long time, like a coffee shop, a bar, a park, a lunch counter. Preferably a place where you can talk to a bartender or a barista for a long time, you know, get to know them over a few visits, and eventually, you know, maybe they're a friend. Or you just talk to a lot of people and practice. You know, people come in for coffee every once in a while. But ultimately, it doesn't matter where you go as much as how much time you spend there. This is a chart I pulled from how many hours does it take to make a friend. As you can see, on the lower end at around 5 hours, you're mostly an acquaintance, maybe a low-level friend if you guys really click. But around the 300-hour mark is when you become best friends. So just spend a lot of time at these places, really talk to people, go out and invite them places. You know, just spend as much time as you can, and that's how they become friends. Last but not least is to not over-rely on a significant other. I say significant other in this context because it's not just friends. It could be a lover, family member, it could also be friends. But when you move with other people, you feel less urgency to make new friends. I'd like to show you this chart that I pulled from Who Moved With You that shows just how dramatic it is when you move with somebody else. The black bar right there is moving with a companion or a significant other, and the white one is moving alone. As you can see, it's pretty dramatic. You don't want to over-rely on people that you already know. This was supported by a quote from What Prevents People from Making Friends, where a participant in the study said that he doesn't have time to make friends. He devotes all of his time to his partner and has no time for friendships. I would also like to point out that men were statistically higher in this category of not being able to make friends because of their partner. So fellas, please go out and talk to people. You know, don't let the people in your life take too much time. Because while it's great to have them, while it's very isolating when you move, ultimately the only way to make a new area a home is by making friends and making connections. Here are my references. So in the end, making new friends after moving to a new area isn't so hard. You just gotta consider, you know, why you need friends. You wanna find a funny new person in the area. You know, where to find them, find that coffee shop that you like, and talk to the barista. And not to rely on your significant others. You know, your boyfriend's very nice, but just make sure to budget your time and make sure that you're talking to other people as well. Thanks so much. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, you just recently moved. How difficult has it been for you to find new friends?
It's been pretty difficult. I struggled a lot with the significant other thing. You know, it doesn't have to be a controlling person. It's just really easy to go out and do things with your significant other rather than going and talking to new people. I've found though that getting a job and spending large amounts of time with other people does make friendships no matter what, and those friendships lead to new friendships when they invite you places and hang out. So it's a great thing. Just gotta follow these rules. Anybody else?
Was it school and your job the primary places that you found friends?
Yeah, I found most of my friends through school and through work. I did go out and I went online and I found some more specific groups. You know, hobbies are a great way to find people. I was learning ASL and I found a deaf group that meets at a coffee shop. Great place to find people. And yeah, it's been a great way to both learn the language and meet new people of all different age groups. And yeah, it's really great though. Anybody else?
No.
All right, I think that's it.